This is such a spectacular day with the views that we got, and now this of the whole Great Western Divide. It's one of those moments where you don't have enough words to explain something like that. We are getting there, but man, this is a grind. It's one of the hardest passes I've ever climbed in my life. Woo-hoo-hoo! It is on trail, but there's just so much debris and blowdown, and I did 15, 16 miles regularly on the JMT, and I never felt as worked as I did last night when I got to camp.
This is what it takes with all this blowdown.
Something to be said for these less traveled trails for sure. Welcome to Karns Pass, boys. We have conquered the Great Western Divide.
Man, I am just loving this basin. It is so beautiful. What a glorious day to be out on trail.
So beautiful through here. I can't keep the camera away right now. I mean, there's a lot of places like this in the Sierra, don't get me wrong, but it's just not everywhere. But it's that magic kind of elevation right there between 10.5 and 11. Again, I can't stress, enough what the winter did to the Sierras this year. I think the trail crews are just mainly focusing on the corridor trails, and they're not even touching these because they just have so much to do. The incline to the passes is much steeper than the incline to the passes on the JMT. That slight change of angle and transition up is what makes all the difference in the world. It makes it just a tad harder.
Well, good morning. So we had two lightning storms, thunderstorms move through, lots of lightning, and we were direct path.
Oh shit. Oh my God. The scenery we're seeing this morning is some of the best I've ever seen. Just makes me realize that there's so many spots in the Sierra that are equally or even more beautiful than this that people just never see. My God, this is one of the most beautiful days hiking I've ever had.
So here we are coming down Forester back into Kings Canyon. And we got a little bit of snow that we're gonna have to navigate.
These are the biggest sun cups I've ever seen. They are thigh-deep sun cups. It's just one of them perfect hiking days in the Sierra. Absolutely beautiful. What stunning scenery dropping into Bub's Creek. Can't say enough about this place. This place always gets me every time. Long wet slog today. But we're making good time because there's no reason to take a break or do anything.
Just been a constant drizzle, soaking wet.
Very wet out.
There's my wife and Randy's son and my daughter. Oh yeah.
What's up, man? Good, how are you? What's up, Pops? Good to see you.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
Just looking forward to spending some time with you, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
There's my daughter.
Oh, hello.
Love you. Watching them drive off. That was tougher than I thought it was going to be. For sure. Part of me wanted to go home, trust me. Anyway, leaving the trailhead, heading back up the Flower to camp and start the second leg. Here we go. What are you looking forward to most on this trip, man?
Airplane mode on my cell phone, getting away from work, and it's been probably 15 years since I've been in the Sierra, so I'm just stoked to be going over some high passes and see some great lakes and maybe bag a peak or two on the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have all that opportunity.
I know. I'm excited.
Cool.
So,
well, it's a pleasure being on a trail with you for the first time.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. Thanks for putting it together.
Yeah.
And, you know, got to deal with the old man before he gets too old. He can't do it anymore.
Hey, he's busting out, though. He did this first 8 days like a champ, so.
Yeah. Training away.
Yep. Training away.
Who you calling old man?
You're looking fit, though.
I tell you what, for me, this is a pretty exciting time to spend 8 days in the backcountry with my son. It's been a long time, and it's gonna be fun.
Yes, it is.
And hang with you, and I am the old man of the group, so I expect you guys to short rope me up wherever I need help, man.
You got it, brother.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, here's to the next 8 days on the second leg.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Starts now.
We are working our way back up top of Karns Pass. Beautiful morning to be on trail.
All right, I just got phone service right here again on this ridge right before you crest over into the last climb of Karns. I think it's because you got a nice straight shot down into Independence down there. See a tower, so. But I know it's going to be the last cell service for the rest of the trip, so. Just wanted to give my wife one last call, make sure she made it home okay. And called my dad just to say hi, and it's good to hear a family after you've been out in the backcountry for 9 days. But kind of a bittersweet feeling. I always say that, you know, because how do you not want to be in this? But then miss my family more than anything, so kind of a weird emotion day start right now to this day 9, but gonna see it through. I put this trip together. I love being out here. Want to see these new places that we have that I've never been to. We got to get over Karns Pass, get over Glen Pass, and we're gonna try to camp in 60 Lakes. So anyway, day 9, leg 2 of this journey begins. Here we go. Boy, what a difference. Less than 24 hours later. Beautiful bluebird sky day today. There's the pass right there through that notch.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can
I've always said it in every single one of my videos. This is one of my favorite views in all of the Sierra, and this is why. Beautiful.
Baby, I'd give you my word. How can I if you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around.
One of my favorite lakes, Bullfrog, especially from up here on the high trail.
Wanna do
There's Gardner Pass right above the guys. We'll be coming over that in a couple days. That's the biggest I've ever seen this lake. And I've been over this pass probably 15, 20 times.
Working our way up Glen Pass. Clouds are kind of moving in. Beautiful high alpine lake. Look at the color of that blue.
Right, we took a pretty long lunch here at the lake just below Glen Pass, which is right there in that saddle. Anyway, we're gonna start our climb from here up to the pass. I think it takes about 30 minutes or so. See you at the top. Just about to the top of Glen. Thunderclouds are moving back in again. Woo! All right. Beautiful Ray Lakes. A little bit of a snow patch to get across here, but nothing we haven't already done. And then we're thinking about working our way, instead of all the way down to Ray Lakes, we're gonna work our way between those lakes right below us there and up and over this saddle right in there to get over to 60 Lakes instead of dropping all the way down. So we'll make that decision though when we get to the bottom of the switchbacks down there.
Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it out now, the lonely day. You can go your own way.
All right, we are leaving the trail and heading up through that little notch center screen there to take us over into 60 Lakes Basin.
So we are cross-countrying from Glen and off trail, and that's what we have to go up right now. And looks like rain may be moving in. I'm getting tired, so it's gonna be a good grunt, but here we go.
All right, that's back up to Glen Pass there, right above Randy. And I pan this way. There's a side shot of Painted Lady, and that's Dragon Pass there. And our final push is right here.
I think we're learning on this trip is these unexpected changes to the plan. We're doing another traverse. It's been awesome. Daunting when you look at it, but once you start doing it, like, this is awesome. You get this whole new perspective of an area we've been before, and it's just awesome. It's alive.
Let's go see what's on the other side, brother. Here we go.
You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it out now, the lonely day.
Yeah, baby! What are you looking at right now, man?
Oh, just checking out Fin Dome, you know, stuff I want to come back and climb. I'm old.
This is what Matt's looking at. Look at this. Woo! Yeah! That is awesome. That is so worth the climb right there, brother.
It's phenomenal.
Fuck. Good job, man. That is a view. This is what you work for with off-trail hiking right there. That is the cream.
You can call it out now, the lonely day. Woo!
All right, that's where we dropped out of this saddle right there. And all the way down through the snow occasionally, boulder field, talus skin, all the way down to the first lake here. Beautiful back here, my God. We're working our way over to the main trail, which is just over this little bump right here. And then we're gonna take it to the main campgrounds, I think. We figured the trail goes there for a reason. Let's go check it out.
You can go your own way. 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 You can go your own way.
Look at that. Oh my God. I mean, I've seen skies glow. I've never seen it pop like this before. I mean, the lighting just keeps getting better and better. This has been going off for like 20 minutes now. All the way around us. So beautiful. All right, so didn't even rain last night. You could see how wet the tent is. So we basically have a garage sale going on as I pan through camp. The sun just came up. Beautiful morning still though.
I love being wet. It's the best way to wake up, cold and wet.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Our objective today is not to go too far. We're going to be heading for this saddle right there by that snow cornice, and I believe that's called 60 Lake Col, but I could be wrong. And that's going to, I don't know the proper name, but that's what we're going over into Gardner Basin, and then we're going to work our way down a talus field to one of the lakes in Gardner Basin and call it a nice short day and enjoy that basin this afternoon. That's the plan. So many beautiful lakes in here. Definitely coming back. Climbing, making our way. As soon as we get on top of this little shelf here, we should see the saddle. All right, here's our approach. We're just gonna zigzag up these rock shelves and then skirt over to the snow. That's where the saddle is. Final push. Right there above Randy. We are right below that snow cornice. Almost there. Oh yeah.
Dude, was that fun? Isn't that amazing or what?
That's so fun.
I'm so hard, but man, it's just so beautiful up here.
I know.
Now we're gonna pop into a whole new bowl
Yep.
and be in awe, I'm sure.
Let's go look at Gardner, baby.
Really?
Oh my god.
This is why we backpack. This is why we go off trail for a perspective like this. Holy cow.
Oh my god.
My son is climbing that spine there to the top of Mount Cotter.
Yeah.
We're gonna meet him down here in the lake somewhere.
Yeah.
What's up? Solo romp up Mount Cotter. Pretty epic exposure, pretty rad. Makes me want to come back.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
Johnny, we thought 60 Lake Basin was spectacular.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level right there.
Wow.
That is a whole nother level, buddy. This is such a spectacular vantage point. There's back down into 60 Lakes Basin. You can see Baxter Pass way over in the distance. And we're coming across the col here and in to Gardner Basin. Jeez, I don't even know what to say. That is so beautiful. All right, so this talus is pretty infamous from what I've read, and it looks like you could just, get down, start walking across, but I hear it's slow going. So here we go. Let the talus hopping begin into Gardner. All right, we're actually moving pretty good down this thing. Just try to stay on the bigger boulders that are wedged in and not pick the smaller ones that can move on you. We're getting her done. Slow and steady. Talus field, big bouldering, snow, whatever.
All part of the adventure.
This is the reason I had a short mileage day. It is worth the time to get back here to check this out. This whole trip is just phenomenal. Every day it just seems like it gets better and better. I'm surprised there's not really a main trail coming back here, but I'm kind of happy that there isn't. Keep this place the way it is, for sure. Okay, check this out. This is that big giant lake you can see from the saddle, but you can't see this outlet from the saddle. It just looks like an infinity pool. Look at that. Let's walk over there and take a look. I'll bring you guys for the whole walk to the edge. Let's go. Unbelievable! Woo! Matt summited Cotter and he caught back up with us here at the Infinity Outlet. That's what I'm calling it. But we're taking a lunch right here because it is so beautiful. Randy's enjoying it, as you can tell.
Heaven, baby, it's heaven.
Woo! All right, we are heading down to camp, and I think we're gonna try to find a spot on that little strip of land in between the two lakes down there. So here we go, in this awesome Gardner Basin. My God, it's beautiful in here.
This is awesome. Waterfalls, granite peaks, lakes. All time, no people.
What are you waiting for?
So here is our campsite at Gardner Basin. We had a great day climbing out of 60 Lakes Basin in over a pass into Gardner Basin, and all the lakes just amazing. Sun is going down. The wind is here, hopefully keep the flies away, and should be a good night's sleep.
All right, it is a beautiful morning at camp. The last 2 days have just been spectacular. Coming over that pass, I don't even think it has a name, from Glen Pass over into 60 Lakes Basin was just that scene, looking down through 60 Lakes with Fin Dome dominating, and then coming over 60 Lakes Col yesterday morning was, and looking down into this basin. I mean, that's why I designed this route, was to see some of these things that most of the hikers that stick to the corridor trails and the main trails don't see this stuff. And it's so pristine back here. It's nice to get off trail and just see these basins that are back here that nobody really sees unless you get off trail. It's really spectacular. And then to have camps like this, you know, just beautiful all the way around, everywhere. Did some fishing last night, did some this morning, caught some great goldens in here. Today we are planning to head another, I'd say, to 12 to 1400 feet more down through Gardner, and then we'll hook left south and work our way up over Gardner Pass and ultimately try to get over to Charlotte Lake. So that's our goal today. Don't know if there's much of a trail. I've heard there's a lot of bushwhacking once you start climbing up toward Gardner Pass at the bottom here, so we'll see how that all plays out. And again, more new ground, more new territory that I've never seen. So I think this is day 11, starting now.
And we were working ourselves down valley, just picking our way. Chutes here, ladders there, and down we go.
All right, our plan is to just kind of skirt around that ridge right there, coming down from the left, and then get up over into the other draw on the other side that takes us up to Gardner Pass. Right, we have found somewhat of a trail here, and we're just going to stick to it. Hopefully it will keep us high up around that ridge like I was saying earlier, but you can see the path pretty pronounced. See where it leads. All right, we're kind of side hilling it right here on the south side of the Gardner Creek. The trail has us down, at least on a GPS on my EarthMate app, it shows the trail on the north side of the creek on the other side there. But as you can see, we're way up high, and it shows it dropping all the way down to 9,000 feet and then crossing the creek at the bottom and then climbing up into the basin that leads to Gardner Pass. But we're staying up high, side hilling it, and we're gonna pop over the ridge here, and hopefully we don't get cliffed out and we can just contour around and save probably a good 800 feet of elevation loss and gain. All right, we have made it out to this point after contouring, and we are going to drop down now and then skirt this cliff over right into there, and then we turn left and head south up toward Gardner. So that's where we're trying to make it. Randy said it best. This turned into an expedition. Slow going, just picking our way. Jeez. I've heard about this section being like this though. Doesn't matter what path you take, you're schwacking somewhere, huh? You gonna stay in there all day, bud, or what?
Dude, my feet are all tangled up, man. Just a little boulder hopping. Requires a fair amount of focus to make sure you step on the rock you're intending to, so you don't look too far forward, you're looking just at the next step. What did we just do there?
We just kind of surfed on down through the boulders and the bushwhack, and we're kind of calling this not a backpacking trip anymore, it's a schwack-packing trip.
Yes, to our fearless leader, Matt Lovis. What an amazing route he just brought us down.
Yeah, he's the one navigating this through this basin for us right now and doing a hell of a job. So
we're making progress.
We're moving.
This is side hilling it. Tough getting good footing. It's a workout.
These save your ass.
Yes, they do.
All right, we have found a used trail here going up into the basin that's right below Gardner Pass. So making our final climb up into that basin now. Whew, it's work getting through this damn basin. Okay, we have just made it over the bump here and into this other basin that's going to take us up to Gardner Pass. But this lake that's sitting right on the edge of the bench here is this massive, beautiful bowl up in here though. All right, there's not really a trail here. I mean, it's very, very faint. We're just following cairns. There's one. There's another one right there. But as you can see, there's not really much of a trail. And there's another one right up there just beyond the guys. Sometimes we lose it and then we re-find it, 100 yards up or something. See, there's not really much of a trail though. Everything's all overgrown. So the cairns really do help. We are starting our climb up to Gardner Pass, which is right in that saddle. It's pretty steep. It's about another 700-800 feet to go. Here we go. Work our way up through that drainage. Okay. No, I like that way on the left. Yeah. And there's lots of little tarns right here below the pass. It is so beautiful, just this little bowl right below it. Great walk through here. Looks like a daunting climb. Looks really steep right at the top there. I've read and heard that there's trail though, so we'll see. Alright, here is our approach. And there is a faint use trail that we've been on and off. Man, that looks steep. Right there. It's our last push. Looking back though, what a view. Already. Not even at the top yet. Almost there.
I was gonna say, where's the damn escalator? But it's too steep. So, where's the damn elevator?
Right? Thank God, man, there's a trail here.
No one said this was gonna be easy, and it ain't. This trail is steep. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Are you kidding me right now?
Bye, Gardner Basin. It's been fun, but kick my ass. Oh, hello, Charlotte Basin.
Look at that, huh?
Oh man. Oh,
Good.
it's spectacular. Holy cow.
Right?
That's what I'm talking about. You know what else I'm talking about?
What?
We get to go down now.
Good job, brother. What an awesome little pass this is. It just feels like you're right in the middle of the Sierra. That's looking back down through Gardner to the north. And then you turn around this way, and this is looking at all the ranges, different peaks and everything to the south. I mean, up that way through the trees right there is Forester. The drainage right in the middle there goes up to Lake Reflection. Way down in there, that's all Bub's Creek. There's the top of Charlotte Dome, right down on the bottom of this ridge closest to us. And then way out in the distance, that's all Tablelands area, Elizabeth Pass area. Well, there off in the distance, you could see Charlotte Lake. We still got a long ways to go. Okay, we are heading down. Steep going now on this side too. Not an easy pass at all from either side. We are almost to the famous avalanche chute. We've already dropped 500 feet in about 10 minutes. What a view.
If you've noticed, yes, there is no trail. Again. We're still making our way to Charlotte Lake. Very steep descent. Finally found a faint use trail and it's heading in our direction, so we're taking it. Semi-controlled fall after another, just trying to make my way down the trail. I'm delirious. I'm so freaking tired. Only got one gear.
We're almost there, buddy. Only a 9-mile day, but tough 9 miles today. I mean, on trail, off trail, on trail, off trail. It's constantly route finding, cairn finding, bushwhacking, rolling over boulders, crossing snowfields. Oh, and add in a steep Gardner Pass on both sides. Up to 11.2. Great route though. Having an awesome time. And you can see this whole mountainside we just traversed. And that far, far ridge that disappears down into the trees is where we came around from Gardner. You can't even see it from here. It was a long haul. Next stop, Charlotte Lake Camp. Okay, here is camp at Charlotte Lake. It is almost 7:30. We got here pretty late, but just got washed up and everything, and We're all fried. We're just going to cook some dinner and probably call it. That was a brutal day. It was only 9 miles, but that was a tough 9 miles.
So this second leg, man, we've had, what, 4 epic days in a row? Just banging it out, man. Steep inclines, steep declines. We didn't put many miles on yesterday, 8.4, but man, they were yesterday was the hardest day. And I got to give another shout out to Aleve, man, once again. Pop Aleve, good night's sleep. I'm feeling pretty good this morning, so, you know, I think Longley is calling us. Lake Reflection is supposed to be magnificent, really beautiful lake. Tomorrow's going to be a long grind up and over Longley, but I think that's the call right now. The body's feeling it, John.
I agree.
Probably been my favorite backpack I've been on, really. Just the last 2 days has been all time, you know, the lakes and the granite peaks, so I'm having a blast.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's pound some more out.
Cool. Trail pounding.
No more schwacking.
No more schwacking. Trail trance.
Yesterday was tough. I would say yesterday was one of the toughest, if not the toughest, day of hiking I've ever had in the Sierra. That route over Gardner is no joke. Even though there's trail from time to time, it's just tough terrain, and that is a steep pass. I'm just getting tired, getting homesick. Just that feeling starting to set in, starting to miss family, you know. We're approaching 2-week mark here and still got a lot to see over the next 4 or 5 days. There's still a lot of new terrain that I haven't seen, so here we go. Right, made it to the junction of the JMT. We're gonna take it southbound down to Vedette and then take Bubs Creek down to Junction Meadow. Made it to Junction Meadow. Let's go see what this crossing has in store for us.
Yeah, you get really good full section footing when you hit the middle.
That was the deepest, scariest creek crossing I've ever done. That thing's moving when you're out there. And when you feel the pole start shaking because of the water rushing by it, you go to put your pole down, as soon as that current catches it, it's gone. And
Yeah, focus. Kind of like soloing, you know, 3 points of contact at all times. Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing though. Makes you feel alive. It gets the adrenaline pumping, that's for sure.
My nuts were up in my throat, man. That was an adrenaline rush, man. Adrenaline rush.
I have a feeling this is going to be an awesome walk all the way up to camp at Reflection. Stay tuned. We are on the East Lake Trail, leaving the Bubbs Creek crossing. Like I said earlier, this is all new for me. Really awesome right there. There's a bunch of giant redwoods right at the Bubbs Creek crossing. Pretty cool. When you think a day is just going to be a bunch of, just normal trail day. But man, was that some adventure. Anyway, up for the rest of the day. I think we got 3 miles to East Lake and then another 2 to Reflection. And rain is supposed to move in around 2 or 3 today. So we'll see how that plays into the whole thing. Are you kidding me? Look at this view of these crags right here. You don't really get to see them from this point of view when you're on the main Bubbs Creek Trail because you're directly underneath them over there. Oh, it's so beautiful back here. What an epic year to be hiking in the Sierra with all this water and everything's still blooming in just lush green all the way into mid-September. Unbelievable. Massive avalanche through here. Oh yeah. Made it to East Lake, boys. Is it a brown? Maybe? Small brown? I don't know.
Maybe a small brown.
Beautiful fish though.
Yeah.
Never seen one like it. Alright, we're leaving East Lake, heading up toward Reflection, which is right up there in the V. All right, just as we got to the upper end of East Lake, we passed a campsite with a bear box, and then the trail gets real obscure from there up to Reflection. That's what a lot of the hike has been like from East Lake up to Reflections. It's really boggy, but there's still trail you can get through. Okay, we made it to the other side of the creek and we're almost to the outlet of Reflection where we're gonna camp. And you can see there's a good storm brewing on us. Look at the campsite we just pulled into here. That's up toward Longley, where we're going tomorrow. Man, it is beautiful here. Look at that. Oh my God. How majestic is that for our front porch tonight? Are you kidding me? Best camp spot of the trip so far. Haven't even put the tent up yet. Yeah, baby! Here's camp. Set up now. Lake Reflection. Beautiful spot. Sky's starting to talk. I think the thunderstorm's gonna hit us here any minute.
Lake Reflection is absolutely magnificent. There's mountains and water in front of us. Waterfall off in the distance there. And this is behind the tent, just peering down on us. We got rumblings down valley and rumblings up valley. But what an awesome spot.
All right, it has started hailing on us. The storm is here. This is what we're just sitting here enjoying looking at after the storm. Lake Reflection for a reason. That is from camp tonight. One of the best Sierra camps I've ever had.
This is the beginning of day, I'm not sure, 13 or 14 maybe. Lake Reflection, this campsite and this lake is one of the best places I've ever seen in the Sierra. It's pretty awesome. I'm glad there's not a heavy use trail up to it. It is kind of a bitch to get to, but if you can, it is worth it. It's just the backdrop behind the lake is phenomenal. Anyway, one of the best camps of the trip by far. So today we have to climb up and over Longley Pass, which I'm not gonna lie, it's got me a little concerned. It's the highest off-trail pass that we'll do on this trek. It is 12, I think over 12.4, like 12.480, almost 12.5, and we're only sitting at 10 right now, just barely above 10. So we got a good 2,400 feet to climb in about 3.5 miles, which is very, very steep. And I've read the posts about how on heavy snow years there's a cornice that pretty much lasts all through the summer, and after this year's unprecedented snow amounts, it's almost guaranteed it's going to be there. So that's something we're going to have to tackle when we get to the top. And then the drop down into Cloud Canyon, again, there was nothing on it. I've never read or seen anything about dropping straight down through Cunningham Creek and going all the way down into Cloud Canyon. So that's kind of all unknown as well. So today is kind of just daunting and a lot of unknowns. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know how far we're going to get. But man, if the views up to Longley are as grand as the ones here from camp, it's going to be a really spectacular day in terms of scenery. So anyway, phenomenal camp. One of the best camps of the whole trip. One of the best camps I've ever had in the Sierra out of all the hikes I've ever done. And daunting day ahead. So here we go. Longley Pass day.
There's going to be a class 3 climb to the far right side of it that should be relatively easy if the cornice is really an obstacle, and we can handle a class 3. So the only thing I'm concerned about is I'm getting tired, man. We've been out here a long freaking time. My legs are fatigued and dead. So it's just one step at a time and up we'll go.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's a Longley kind of day.
It's going to be a Longley kind of day. We'll check back with you tonight when the tents are up and let you know how long the day was.
All right, we have started our climb for the day up to Longley. And what a climb out of camp already. Lots more climbing to do. Here we go. Man, what an awesome way to see the backcountry of the Sierra.
This is an amazing bowl, isn't it? Oh.
Gotta get off trail. All right, we're heading up for that notch. We're at just over 11.1. And I mean, that's not Longley Pass, obviously, but that could be a pass right there in itself. Whew, it's a climb today. It's like doing a pass just to get to Longley Pass. Such awesome scenery though up here. To be off trail, experiencing this is so thankful.
We be climbing, Johnny.
We be climbing. We be climbing. Longley should come into view here. Oh yeah. Look at that cornice. There she is. Wow. All right, here we go. We're making our run for Longley Pass. And I'm not gonna lie, that cornice has me boogered up. There's supposed to be a good class 3 climb on the right side, so we'll see when we get up there. Just hopefully there's no snow on it. This is such a beautiful bowl up here though, my God. Okay, here we go. All right, we are at the base of our climb here, and what we're gonna do is take this boulder chute up and then come across that lower snowfield and get into the scree there, and then up to our class 3 climb on the right of the cornice. This is a true 45-degree scree field up. Unbelievable. All right, here is our final push. Right above Randy, right there is where we're going to be doing our class 3 climb. You can see Matt up there. He's making sure it's a go. Right up that slabby ramp. Look like a go? Sweet. We are having fun. Having fun on the friggin' edge of a cliff, buddy. Look at the size of this cornice. That slope right there is all of 50, 60 feet. We're almost to the end of our class 3. It's right there. That's the end. And we're on top of this bitch. We are 60 seconds away from rounding this damn pass and cornice. Got a little bit of a maneuver there because if you slip, you're sliding all the way.
Johnny getting around his nemesis, this cornice. Kept him up at nights. But I kept telling him we got a class 3 on the right that we can get up and over. He's one happy boy right now.
We have rounded up over the top of this cornice. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God. It's so majestic up here.
Top of Longley Pass, baby!
Longley, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah!
That's what we came up right there. Unbelievable. What a spectacular pass. Standing on top of here is just I don't know what to say anymore. Alright, here we go. We are leaving Longley. It was an awesome pass. It was beautiful. It was hard. It was challenging. It was rewarding. And we're slated to drop all the way to Cloud Canyon, which is 5,000 feet all the way to Roaring River. Pretty much like dropping all the way into the Grand Canyon. Here we go.
Wow, what a difference the trail is. Going up was just steep and sandy and just bouldery, and look at this, man. This is like being on the moon. Loving this.
Look at the view off the first bump we got to. Today is just view day. Okay, we made it down to the creek that is the outflow of Southgard Lake. We've already dropped almost 1,000 feet. Just another 4,000 to go. So we came down all that scree and then came down all this talus field right now. And as I panned down, just more epicness, that's all. Having so much fun right now. This is awesome.
Tripping out in the forest, John.
Tripping out in the forest, brother! Woo! Give me one, Randy. Okay, we kind of found this little goat trail that Randy was reading about. You can kind of see it. The guys are on it, but it kind of skirts along the hillside there. Hopefully that'll take us all the way down to Cloud. But Cloud is way down beyond that treed ridge. Probably another 800 to 1,000 feet lower than that treed ridge right there. Still got a lot of fall to do. All right, there is a little bit of a trail. I mean, it's very, very faint, and but it's taking us down. Schwacky and boggy.
Yeah, a little bit boggy.
I looked down and it seemed like it was more of this anyways.
Yeah, I think we just need to get out of these and over to the pine trees, and then we can start dropping.
Yeah, which pine trees are just there.
Battle.
Tarzan time. Ooh.
All right, there's the Whales back and the upper part of Cloud Canyon all the way toward Coppermine Pass. We're here at a final drop now, down into Cloud. It's getting real steep though. We're having a hard time finding the route down because, as you can see right there, it just drops off right past Randy. Slow going down this. A lot of bushwhacking, a lot of bouldering, and it's very, very steep. You just got to be real careful with your step. Almost to the bottom. That right there was a hell of a drop. It's taken us, that biggest tree up on the ridge line there, probably took us 45 minutes to get down that right there. Yeah, but we're pretty much done. Trail's about 100 feet below us finally. That was bushwhack mania right there. That was no fun. No fun at all. Trail's gonna be lovely. That was a freaking journey over Longley today. Well worth it though. I mean, what more can I say? Here we are, Cloud Canyon.
Good morning from Camp 14, I believe. Lost track these days, just mold together when you're out here for this long. But anyway, yesterday was quite the day. Longley was unbelievable. That pass was a monster, but it was equally beautiful. I mean, that bowl climbing up from Reflection up to Longley is that's some really amazing scenery there. But the drop was beautiful until the last little bump we had to go over and then drop into cloud. That was heinous. That was a bushwhack fest, and just that was rough on the legs. My legs are still sore, still beat up, knees are beat up, ankles. But then we hit the trail and we were just running. It was unbelievable. We were probably doing about 3 miles an hour, just cruising through the forest. It was beautiful though. The first time we came through cloud at the beginning of the trip, I don't remember it being so green and lush. I don't know, maybe because we're climbing, you're in a different mindset, but when you're just kind of cruising down, you know, through all the grasses and meadows and pine trees, that was pretty cool. And we didn't even get to camp until like 6:30, so it was do all the chores, get everything done, and then we basically ate dinner with headlamps last night. Can't believe we got Longley in the books. That's awesome. It's an awesome pass, and it's all off trail from Lake Reflection all the way to Cloud, pretty much. So anyway, today is a pretty light day. We just have to do one more mile down to Roaring River Ranger Station, and then we start our climb up through Dead Man again, but we're gonna cut off about halfway and get off trail again and climb up to Big Bird Lake and make camp at Big Bird there. I think it's only like a 7-mile day, and then just the last mile or two are probably off trail from the trail that goes up Dead Man. So hopefully it'll be a nice easy day, and we'll get to camp early and just kind of
relax, regroup. But anyway, just waking up here. We'll get some coffee and get this day going. Making our way up Dead Man. I love the thick forests on the very bottoms of Dead Man and Cloud. These awesome Jeffreys and giant redwoods. Things are huge. The aspens through lower Dead Man are awesome, with these high granite peaks towering above the meadows. Just awesome forest to walk through today. God, what a treat. Well, I must say, I thought the walk up Dead Man was kind of going to be whatever, because we'd already walked down it. But now we're walking up it facing a different direction, and it's 12:30, so it's a different light, different direction. It's like a whole new canyon. Meadows and aspens and wildflowers and green grasses growing. I mean, it's just non-stop right now through this part of the canyon. It's pretty awesome. People told me how beautiful Dead Man was, and when we walked down through it in the morning, I was kind of like, but I got a whole new perspective now. Walking up it in the afternoon, definitely a whole different canyon to me. You could see Elizabeth Pass that we came over on day 3 is right there, right above that snowfield. And we're gonna climb up to Big Bird and camp right up through this draw and up into that bowl there. That's where Big Bird is. Just non-stop. Every day out here has been so epic. Look at that. That just doesn't get old right there.
In the mountains is the freedom. There's a river you can hear it say from the delta flows the liberty.
I have a new favorite meadow, and it's called Ranger Meadow. Walking through these flowers and these green fields, and it's such a massive meadow. I think it's like a mile long. Just been walking through it for the last 20 minutes. God, it's so beautiful. Just in the creek, it just meanders through it. So beautiful, man. And I thought today was just going to be boring because it's going to be in forest and terrain that we've already seen. Glad to be wrong. That's hiking for you.
There's a twilight of evening is broken, lace and silver starlight unfolding, round and round in a world of emotion, words of love sometimes better than spoken, nothing equals a sea of devotion.
We made it to the creek that drains from Big Bird Lake. We're just above where it hits Dead Man Creek, so we're gonna take this on up to Big Bird. Here we go.
Words of love sometimes better than spoken, nothing equals a sea of devotion. Who desires sets the wheels into motion? We all agree we live to be free. They can tell us how to be. We all agree. You individually, we the people, share the power of the key.
Just being a spider. Falling on some rocks.
All right, we've made it to the top here. Big Bird Lake is right there. Let's go see it and go find camp. How awesome is this? Here's camp, Big Bird Lake. I'm sure you could tell it's kind of smoky. Sun's about to set over the ridge. We got here about an hour ago. We just been chilling, snacking, enjoying camp. It's the last one of the trip. Awesome day, awesome camp to end it up.
Last days are always sad days, but also happy days. Reflecting back on the trip, it's just been amazing. Just from the get-go, just the weather, the terrain, the passes, the camaraderie. It's an epic trip, probably the trip of a lifetime for me. Great backpack trip. Loved it. Gonna have some great memories for the rest of my life. Thanks, Johnny.
This is the last day. I think it's day 16. What a journey. I mean, I did the JMT. I've done the JMT 3 times. Last time was a couple years ago, back in 21. And I mean, mile for mile, this hike was harder, more challenging, but more rewarding in terms of scenery and accomplishments, getting over certain passes and seeing new territory that most people that stick to the corridor trails don't get to see. And that was the whole objective for this hike. And man, it sure lived up to the expectation when I put this thing together. So for the last day, we got like between 12 and 13 miles. We're gonna hike up toward Tablelands Pass, get up onto Tablelands, and then just coast into Wolverton down the Tablelands slabs, hit the trail somewhere around Pear Lake, I think, and then the last 5 or 6 miles will be all the way to the trailhead. So Again, always bittersweet, you know, 16 days out here. This becomes your life for 2 weeks to do this every day, day in and day out. All the chores you got to do in the morning, at night at camp, all the hiking, all the ups and downs, emotional, literally, you know, all that stuff. It's just why we do it. But there's this part that's just like, okay, time to go home. I want to see my family. I miss them. So it's always bittersweet when I'm leading these types of hikes, these long expedition type of hikes. And this was a good one. This is definitely up there. I'd say it's right there with the JMT though, in terms of everything I wanted to get out of it. So just, I don't know what to say. I mean, look at this. You want to go home, but that's beautiful. That's hard to leave too. Here we go. Last day. Let's get this thing rolling. All from right here, you could see Sequoia Gap right there, center screen. Horn Col is that saddle right above the snowfield. And then Coppermine Pass is that far saddle above the snowfield, center screen right now. Unbelievable views from Tablelands. All the Great Western Divide. It's looking east, down on Dead Man. All those mountains is what we've walked through the last 7 days. Last run right up to the Tablelands Pass. Then we take the Tablelands Expressway home. Tablelands does not disappoint. There's our path home, right down through the middle of it. What an awesome trip. It's been a trip of a lifetime, but it's time to go home. Time to motor. Here we go. Okay, right there above Randy is Pear Lake, tucked in that bowl there. We're gonna work our way around to it, and that's where we should hit trail. And you can pretty much see the rest of our day. We're just contouring around this slope here. And then that big rock out there and standing on its own will be topping just above that and going over that treed ridge there and drop into the trailhead. That's looking back up at the end of Tablelands there. And we are coming into the ranger station. So that means trail is waiting for us. We found it. Cruising through the home stretch now. Well, that is pretty much a wrap. Awesome trip. I mean, this was a trip of a lifetime. In many ways, it was better than the John Muir Trail. It's a little tougher, but the rewards and the views of places that most people don't see are greater. So you just got to put the work in to see these places. There's some unbelievable spots in the Sierra that a lot of people just don't ever see. And that's what this trip was tailored for. And it definitely met all expectations. Unbelievable trip. I can't say enough about this mountain range, this trip. All the trekking you can do here is phenomenal.
I took my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is...
All right, I had no idea that this trail was like this. Right on the edge right here. This is spectacular. I thought we were just gonna have a kind of a boring day coming down Tablelands, you know, but to end it with this?
She just keeps giving. Every day I'm shocked. It's better and better and better. And like you, I thought this was just going to be a meander down to the car, but it's stunning.
It's so stunning.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too.
This last day is nothing short of phenomenal. To come out of Tablelands into this big giant gorge. I mean, it's fitting to what this hike is. I mean, it just keeps giving and giving and giving all the way to the trailhead. Randy and I were really surprised at how beautiful this little stretch of trail is. Usually the last, 3-4 miles or so are just kind of down to the trailhead, but this one is just unbelievable ending to this hike. We got about 3 miles left, mostly forest walking. I can see Lodgepole down in here, and we parked at the Wolverton trailhead, so almost there. This is it.
It's what the Sequoias and the Kings Canyon National Park are all about. What a special place. We've been blessed to be able to spend 15 nights out here. Yeah, this is it's a big one. Epic. Probably can't define it. Hardest thing I've ever done in my adult life. Pushed us. but man, it was just so beautiful. And to be on trail with you and Greg for the first part of the loop, and then you and my son Matt the second part, I'm a pretty happy guy. It's been awesome.
Been great sharing this trek with you, brother. This is probably, well, not probably, this is the best trek, hike, adventure I've ever done.
Expedition.
Yeah, expedition, you call it whatever you want.
Johnny, thanks man so much. I've really enjoyed being on trail with you.
Dude, it's been awesome. Best adventure of my life.
Cover hills.
This is why we backpack. This is why we go off trail. For perspectives like this. Holy cow.
Oh my God. Probably will never do another hike like this again in my life. This is a hike of a lifetime. Definitely the best hike I've ever done to date. And there's really no reason to top it. I don't see how you really could. Everything we went through was just insane.
Well, maybe the landslide will bring it down. Well, the landslide will bring it down.
I had to come back and get my phone. Jeez.